Did it just switch to a different game?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to watch it obviously, but
I kind of want to now. I've never really sat and watched basketball.
you said you kind of want to or don't want to?
They're all the good teams.
Tell him.
Like the better team. You said should go live after the rocket launch in like 15 minutes.
Oh, darn. Put it on, Corey.
What?
The rocket launch.
Yeah, go outside for that.
Find it on live. All right. Can we hear stuff? Okay, turn that up. Rocket launch coming! It's called Space Flight Now on YouTube. It does exist. Look at you. Already onto it. Good jobby. Good jobby, me Bobby. See you in the lobby. What?
Outside your backyard.
Yeah, but guess what? We got a stream. We got a stream, baby. Wow! Alright, let's get to it. Let's get to it, gang.
Before my wrath.
Alright. Go to challenge with Eternal. Only the strongest heroes have access to this. Nice. I do not have access to this. We are still on contender. We are still a little wuss ass in this game. Whoa, instant. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna go to the hardest one, dude. What the heck? Let's do it.
Frost sword.
Trying to do the hardest. We don't want to do no wuss ass shit. Fucking tank left because they didn't want to do nothing hard. You guys ridiculous? Like, good lord. It's like, if you're not gonna fucking sign up or accept, then don't fucking join, motherfuckers. We want to do the hard shit around here. We want to do the hard shit around here. Yo, gang, it's double XP. Oh, dude, James on the 20 streak. Let's go. Corey lost hers, man. Didn't you have a 15 or a 10? Shit. We got that solid 15 item level. We are rocking on this. Is that a good dungeon rating? Your highest awarded dungeon score? It doesn't sound like a good dungeon rating. Pretty wussy. Oh. Looks like I have nothing I can fuse or re-roll or imbued what is that? Reforge an item using it for it into another different slot. Okay, let's do this. I think I need these. I hope I did. Bam! 17 item level. Once I hit 80 item level, I can do the new dungeons. But they make you grind a little bit. I do want to play this game more. I'm definitely enjoying it. I've been thinking, gang, ain't nothing guaranteed yet, but you know. Obviously, Legion Remix is going on, so it makes sense why we ain't raiding. But at the same time, you know, I might just G-quit all my guilds. Every single guild. I'm thinking about it. And if I'm thinking about it, it probably means I should do it. And just go solo dolo for a while. And honestly, just do raids until a guild that's really good wants me to be in their dungeon, in their guild, if that makes sense. But in the meantime, let's kill some shit. Or let's do some attack dummies. Hit him with that. Oh, I hit that in the wrong spot. Oh, damn. I don't mean to be hitting that. Hey, James, have you ever seen the movie Dune? Oh, this is a new dungeon, I think. Whoa! Fuck yeah. I don't think I've done this one. Traveling to Empyrean Sands. Hopefully, we don't get cooked. Hopefully, we don't get cooked today. Oh, I need to... Yeah, we got this. Got it on YouTube, too. Hey, let's go. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, get out of the way.
Twilight shields me.
Oh, that's for damage. That's right. Is the tank down? Or is that the healer? That tank might have pulled too much.
Twin souls unbound.
That's that. You know, they might have. I mean, they 100% could have. You know, they'd be doing that all the time. Shift 2, not shift 1. Bam. There's someone named a crispy taco in this raid. I like it. Let's go. Huh? I mean, maybe could have. I mean, I don't know how many players play this game. Definitely not tens of millions. Like, wow. So, 100%. 100%.
You called out a Christmas.
Yeah, we always see rockets. Like we've seen them on bike rides, and we're just like, whoa, look, there's a freaking rocket going on, you know. It is pretty cool. The only thing that is annoying about it is just when they're always like postponing it, which makes sense. It's a big safety issue. They have to do it right, obviously.
Twilight protects me.
Let me die now, motherfuckers. You said what when it's cloudy? I like this game, man. This is one of the first games I'm like, because of WoW, I'm like good at. Like, I like being at the top DPS, man. Obviously, I'm not in the high levels yet, but nice.
Twilight watches over me.
That sounds pretty dope, though. Like, it would be cool. It would definitely be cool to be in an area where we could, watch it outside like that. That sounds really dope. Said you guys were too close. I love that.
You know the name of this house?
The fire stick? Why? I don't think so.
Twilight wards me.
No, I did not name that. Yeah, I don't think I named this one, but I could, I could totally be wrong. What is hitting you? Is it just everything? Ooh, we're at the boss.
The cosmos gazes upon you.
This one's fucking hard. Sorry, game. I'm not able to pay attention to chat or anything. This one's pretty tough. Ooh.
Twilight wards me.
Get his ass. Get her ass. Get his ass. Whatever that thing's called. Let's do it. Almost there. Come on. Ah, fuck. Fuck that one up again. But we got him. Oh, no, we didn't. So close. Oof. Fuck yeah. Let's go, gang. Let's go, gang. Got some gold, and I got a dual crystal ring. Let's go. Whoop whoop. That was sick. Is the starship the big one?
Star, but it's just
Oh. But is it on a bigger ship? Why why do they do that one in Texas and not in Florida? Read the chat. James said he's ready for the Starship to launch from Florida instead of Texas, so I'm asking why is one bigger? Trying to figure out the difference. Well, that sounds pretty wild. That does sound pretty wild, the ones with people in it. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I don't listen to that garbage no more. Just kidding. That's an old song, I know. I know. Starships. Ring, ring, ring. Alright, how do we do talents? 1 minute. BRB, I hope you're going to watch it. 1 minute to go. According to the K-Doggo.
That's what you said. Like
That's what they do. They're like, oh yeah, you want
30
some?
seconds and they haven't had.
They want you to miss it. They're like, oh, just sub for it to us.
3.
Is it really 3, 2, 1? Oh, yep. Look, it was on time. Go check it out. Is it outside? Alright, we'll go watch it real quick. We saw it. Yeah, we saw that. I was out there. I decided to go. I was too busy. I missed my game because I was too busy rocket launching. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We watched that. Let's go. Let's go. That was pretty sick. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie on that. That was pretty sick for sure. That was dope. Shout out Elon, man. Shout out to Rockets. That was pretty cool, for sure.
Twilight watches over me.
Oh, nothing like a quick little wipe because the healer can't heal. Nice. Come on, bro. Not all healers can heal on the hard stuff yet. That was a really good rocket launch for sure. Big dubs on that. That's it? How would we hear it now but not earlier? Oh. Interesting.
Twilight watches over me.
Oh my goodness. This healer. Goodness. Goodness, this is gonna be a dungeon full of wipes. Yeah, see, I guess I've never noticed the sonic boom before either. That's pretty cool.
Twilight protects me.
I've definitely never seen the Falcon Heavy. That does sound pretty awesome. Did you see where Grok, for the Patriots or whatever, he signed a 1-day contract so he could end his career as a Patriot? Yeah, because I guess he was on a different team or something before he retired. I didn't even know that was like possible.
Yes, everything's possible when you're
Yeah. I was like, that is pretty cool. He was like, they wanted me to sign a 2-day so I'd be playing tonight, but I couldn't do it.
My ward shields me.
Lord of the Rings is free on here, by the way, on Steam. I already downloaded it.
What's this?
Yeah, pants. Wow, down, down. Down, down, down.
My keeper's war.
Oh, what the heck? Who are you attacking? These dudes? Tomorrow's the day, James. I got a whole bunch of products. I'm gonna be blasting out a whole bunch of, or creating a whole bunch of TikTok shop videos. Fucking hyped. Ready to get on the grind. Ready to make a bunch of money. As long as God blesses me and wants that to happen. Got a lot of good products. So, I'm hyped. Should be pretty interesting. We gonna get it. It's gonna be fun. And then Christmas lights. Fuck. Who just said that? I feel like, yeah, that sounds like it was closed because I wanted to ride the tallest one that they had, and I feel like they did not have all. Well, they definitely didn't have all of them open. You remember what color is this Shikra? Do you know? If you can remember. So it's definitely this like red one or something that was fucking closed. Yep, that's the one, red. It was closed when we went. I was like, man, dude. GG gang.
Half the park was closed, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally like half the ride. Yeah, like half the rides were closed. And so, you know, there was a bunch of long lines for a lot of them as well. And so, you know, good vibes. Why is it not letting me? How do you leave the group again? Why is it not letting me leave? There we go. Later. All right. Trade out my bow. Nice. Damn, the day it came out, that's legend. And yeah, I saw that from Win. He's definitely been getting a few sales, so you know, I'm super excited to definitely get on that, man. 100%. It just takes consistency and being on top of it, you know. But you definitely gotta figure out what sells, get some good products in, and so I definitely have some good products that have already been going viral. So now I just need to make my own viral videos. I don't know. Did we ride a wooden one? I feel like all the ones we rode were metal. Yeah, I think that one was closed too. We definitely rode the first one. It's like, yeah, we rode the Tigress. I don't know if that's the first one that you can see from outside of the park, but Tigress was really dope. We rode that one actually like three or four, like a bunch, because it was like the quickest line. He said we got hella scammed. Luckily we didn't have to pay. It was a free time, so but it was a fun time for sure. That's funny. Yeah, it felt like a scam, man. I was like, bro, is everything closed?
Twilight watches over me.
Yeah, we had some good pizza. I got the Tigers. It's on my water cup. Yeah, if I looked up a list of the rides, I'd be able to tell you which ones we did ride for sure. I know we rode one that like goes straight up and down, or it like does like a kind of like a big loop type of deal, and then it like brings you right back. So you like go up, and then I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a super short ride, and we waited like forever for that one. It was definitely crazy though, dude. Felt like I was gonna fly out. this hunter in here is killing it. Talk too soon. Huh? Yeah, Montu was, I don't know which one that was, but that one, Montu we definitely rode. I definitely want to go again. That was fun, for sure. I think that was a different part. Yeah, I'm a big water park fan, for sure. I like roller coasters, but in the hot summer, dude, I definitely am a big fan of water parks. Aquatica in Orlando is fucking sick. I've only been there once, but that shit is so sick. Yeah, it's just more, you know, because, especially when it's hot, you know. Yeah, it's just more of like getting to stay cool. And I feel like water park rides, even though there are lines, they tend to move a lot faster because you obviously don't have to like check people's seatbelts and all that. But definitely love me some rides. I grew up in West Virginia, so Kings Island was a theme park close to us in Ohio, about 3 hours away. That was definitely fun as fuck, always going there. We tried to go there as much as we could. Probably went a few times a year. That was always a blast. It took me a long time to get okay with rides. I used to be a big old wussy. Like, I was scared of rides, dude. I wouldn't ride none of them. I'm freaking... I don't trust Six Flags. Too many people have died at Six Flags because of the chain. I will never go to a Six Flags. Never ever will I go to a Six Flags, gang. Too many people have died at Six Flags. Yeah, they're still in business. As far as I know. No Six Flags for me.
I'm just getting started.
Damn it, dude.
Twilight shrouds me.
I don't know.
Gaze upon a void between stars. upon eternity. Twilight shrouds me.
Bam. Let's go. Let's go. Not bad. That was a difficult one, gang. Holy nuts. Yeah. That was a tough one. Okay, let's read some of these. Yeah, when I was a kid back in, back then I did not ride rides either. I was a wussy. A big wussy. Someone else targets all my messages. That's fine with me. Freaking yeah, dude, I always be looking at that bullshit, I always be looking at the rides, and I'm just like, man, are these things safe? But you just hoping so, man. You just hoping so, for sure. Some of them be a little sketchy.
Especially those wooden ones.
Yeah, the wooden ones be wild. They had one at Kings Island called the Son of the Beast, and it was one of the few wooden loop rides. And they closed that down. Luckily no one died, but they eventually closed that one down. They still got the Beast open, which is like the OG. 35 scared boy. All right, we got a nice dungeon rating. We're getting up there. I've never been on the drop zone either. One day I got to do it just to do it, but I've never done the drop zone.
Was it not?
James said, "That's my wife dragging me to my death all the time, bringing him to the close to the casket." That's funny. Yeah, it took so much for me to finally like get on rides, but then once I did, I was like, man, dude, I've been being a puss. Man, you got me wanting to do some freaking some roller coasters now, James. Big time. Not gonna lie. When was that we did that? It was definitely summer. I guess it was super hot then still because we're in Florida. I mean, we were cooking. It didn't feel like summer. I mean, it didn't feel like February. Forget I'm in Florida though sometimes. Really? You hear that, James? We were talking about roller coasters. Now we got some roller coaster ads playing behind us. Like, what are the, what the heck? Oh fuck! Start game. Man, I was talking all that shit, dude. At least I'm second DPS, but man, this mage and then that hunter last one, man, put me to shame. But they probably got better gear. Warlord Brog. It's a mini boss, or is this the boss? Oh, what the heck? That must be the boss doing some lame shit. Just disappeared. Dude, why does that keep happening? Oh. You mean buckets or buffets? What the heck is
Bucket. Bucket.
buckets?
Frost, protect me!
Sorry, motherfuckers. Yeah. 100%. I will take some nerds. I'll definitely respond in a sec, James. These dungeons are harder. I'm leveling up in the dungeons, so these are definitely new. This is a new one. I haven't been to this one before, and I'm trying not to fucking suck. This game definitely requires more attention to detail because the only thing that you're doing in this dungeon or in this game is dungeons, pretty much. So it's definitely a little bit more intense once you start getting up there. Oh god, I can't eat nerds. We can watch Eagle Eye. by the way? Cool. My eater. Well, I do, but I don't. Keep talking whenever.
Bear witness to winter's wrath.
Gaze upon eternity.
Holy fuck. This shit intense. What? No, I need to. You want to put my bed stuff on? No, I haven't done it yet. Huh? I just watched it though. Oh, and I fell off the fucking thing. God damn it. Hey, we survived. I fell off right when we won. Damn, that was crazy. That was fucking crazy. I fucking rolled right off the fucking edge. Yeah, I'm ready to leave. Okay. Definitely agree on most roller coasters being, you know, done in 30 seconds, at least the scary parts. Once you get past that first drop or the first whatever it is, you know, or if you're talking about the drop zones, then same. You just hope it'll be over quick. Thank you, Corey, for the bits, the bit emojis, and let's see. And same on, you know, it's been a crazy ass road, my man. There's some shit that I wonder how I survived, but I'm happy I did. Obviously, we all be going through shit, and we just gotta find our way. The going up the coaster gets me. I can relate to that. You think it's not a big deal, and then once that shit starts clicking, depending on how high it is too. If it's a normal size, not that big of a deal, but those 200-foot ones, once you get up, you get like 150 feet, you're like, dude, this shit's getting high. There's one called the Diamondback, if you want to look it up. It's called the Diamondback at Kings Island, and it's basically one that goes, I think, 200 and some feet high, and then just almost like straight drops down, and then it keeps doing a bunch of like super highs and super lows while going really fast. Really crazy. And then you said, my baby son just learned he has a voice. Dude, I bet that's crazy, man. I feel like, obviously, my kid would have to be in front of me, but I would totally be getting some earplugs. 100%. And would, you know, as long as, you know, make sure he's still in front of me, because obviously you can't be having earplugs and just wander off and do some shit. Like, I couldn't be playing, you know, obviously I couldn't be gaming and just be like, later. Depending on the age, of course. If it was young enough to where he couldn't move from the crib, I guess. But again, I don't know anything about kids. But if I was sitting there and had to rock my kid, and it was crying, dude, I'd be earplugged up for sure. 100% be earplugged up. Dude, 100%, man. I'm super ready to hang out one day, dude. That's gonna be dope as fuck. Believe that. And so I've been doing buildings for years. Now get out and walk the beams, no harness. But dude, okay, well yeah, okay. I thought you were saying you were like 40 feet high doing that, but yeah, once you once you get up to 40 feet, yeah, it's like 10 to 20 feet, dude. I'm straight with that too, you know, just because at least at still my current age, I know if I jumped from 20 feet, I'm gonna be fine because I could just like land it. Hopefully, basically from skateboarding, I've done so much skateboarding and snowboarding, jumping down 10-foot drops and or at least and 10-foot long drops and just a whole bunch of crazy stuff and then bailing out straight to my knees. So I've definitely built some tough knees, but I still even wonder how some of these pro skateboarders be doing that in their 30s, jumping down like 20 stairs where it literally is 15, 20 feet tall and they're going like 20, 30 feet out. It's pretty wild. And I like, yeah, roofs are good for me too. Like I'm straight on just about all roofs. I actually worked for a company called Mosquito Nix that was in Orlando, and they did pest control for they installed like mosquito systems. But during the winter they did Christmas lights, and because of the area they were at, they basically serviced a bunch of rich houses. So we would be on 2.5, 3-story houses all the time during the winter. And yeah, and you would be right on the edge, like literally looking over 2 and 3 stories off, just like stringing the lights because it was easier to do it from the roof than to move the ladder 100 times. But I remember we had this one house that was like a freshly built house, and it was a house that every single day that we went there for the mosquito system and then for the other shit, there was always like tons and tons and tons of contractors there because the house was still being built, even though the outside was pretty much finished and the people could live there. But there was a lot of other shit needing to be done. And that was the only house that I refused to do the Christmas lights on because the roof was impossible to get on. And the way it was pitched, the only way you could do it was by being on like a 30-foot ladder, and the ladder would be like bouncing, dude. And I'm like, you guys ain't paying me enough for that shit, dude. I ain't falling off no ladder 30 feet tall doing dumbass Christmas lights. And so I would just be on the ground, like doing the easy stuff. And I made that clear to the boss. Like, ain't no way that's happened. Ain't no way. Come on.
Seen that. Have you?
Yes. Over here not knowing what no thank you means. You goofy goof. Dude, especially if you play on mobile, you have to, because texting on mobile sucks, or typing on mobile, you have to abbreviate everything, dude. By the way, I don't know again if you heard me, but I know you like old school RuneScape, so they don't do double XP, but they are doing double XP right now for the week on RuneScape, so I'm gonna have to jam out. Can I get another nerds? Alright, let's see, what am I at? 865 dungeon rating, not bad. Don't know what the heck this is supposed to do. Slave-bound mantle. Okay, so I'm gonna need to re-roll that and re-roll that if I can. Thank you for the nerds. Sorry, I don't mean to be chewing all sloppily into the mic. You know what's funny? I talked about it like 2 weeks ago when I got my new mic and interface, and I still haven't fucking hooked that shit up. So I definitely am super pumped to eventually be putting my new mic together too and getting that shit bumping. All right, we got some unspent talent points. What was that just popped up? Did I get a new mount? What was that? That'd be dope if I just unlocked a new mount. I would be super psyched. I have 2 talent points. Let's see. Each time your multi-shot deals damage to an enemy, the cooldown of your Starfall Volley is reduced. Your Starfall Volley has twice the chance to trigger Lunar Salvo when dealing damage. What the fuck is that? I didn't even know I had that. I guess that might have just unlocked. What is Lunar Salvo? What the fuck? Yo, these like talent points were like, you unlock this. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I mean, your high wind arrow has a 30% chance to have a 100% increased critical. Yeah, we're going to do that one. That one's I understand. Let's just go with the easy one I understand. I understand that one. And then I still haven't done Wormheart. That'd be sweet if I was able to get into Wormheart. And then I don't know what all these are. Capstone dungeons. How the fuck do you get into capstone dungeons? The heck? There's so much about this game I don't know what the heck be going on, but I like it. I'm learning day by day, brick by brick, dungeon by dungeon. And then I swore something popped up with mounts, so let's see if I got a new mount. I don't know what that was saying. Dude, how do you unlock squeaks? Look at that. Yeah, RuneScape 3, when I logged back in for the first time after like, I mean, it had been a long ass time and I started playing last October again. It was like starting all over. I was like, what the fuck is all this stuff? So much you gotta learn about. But it is what it is. And then I just Bangistan. And then yes, I still need to add the Twitch, all that stuff too. You know, like I'm slacking, bro. Big time slacking. Every time I sit down and I'll be like editing, because I'm still, I have 6 lives I still need to edit as far as breaking them down into clips. And every time I sit down to do that, I'm like, then all these other things start popping in my mind and I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, I'm never gonna get caught up. That and then TikTok shop and all this crazy stuff, bro. Big slack and just been enjoying the convo, the cover. I assume you mean combo. I can't even talk. I swear I'm gonna get on it. I swear. And that's what the reason I liked the way that combat is on RuneScape is just because it's more like WoW. Which obviously is why I eventually... Which is obviously why I switched over. You know, I just love WoW so much. WoW is definitely such a fun game. But look at Sir Bombastic. A legendary mount. Said you not hiding, I see you. And oh, okay, and you said that about RS3. So yeah, RS3 is definitely, and like I said, I still want to play. I just slash cows during combat. I still definitely want to play, you know, old school RuneScape, because I do miss like just the easiness to it as far as not having to press, you know, the combat buttons and shit. And I like how like basic the monsters and shit look back in the day. Did you know in old school RuneScape, I don't know if I'm hoping it's going to be on new RuneScape 2, but I think in 2026 they're adding a new skill. They're adding a new skill called sailing. I don't know what sailing is going to be like, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, I can purchase some mounts. I can purchase a Woodpaw Grizzly. If I save up, I can, yeah, once I start getting more coin, I can buy cheesers. So you just buy mounts. Whoa! How fucking sweet, dude. We seeing this? The Lunar Scar Tiger? The tiger! But we can get a bear. How many coins do I have? Where's my coins at? It looks like you don't buy that with
62
whatever.
supplies.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, supplies is what you buy it with. Because I was looking at my gold and I was like, I don't even have 40 gold. So yeah, it was supplies. Sold out. Alright, so now let's swap out my grizzly mount if I can. Where do I do that? Woodpaw Grizzly. Equipped. Alright, now we got the grizzly. That's pretty sick. At least we got a new mount finally. I was wondering when I was going to get something cool. Yeah, I miss WoW back in the day too. And that's the cool thing about Classic is you can still play Classic like the old school shit. And those old school or those Classic realms are still packed as fuck. Like a lot of people really love that shit, so you can definitely still get the vibes as if it was back in the day, even though it's not. And then they just added it, I think. See, I wasn't sure, and I wonder because they did. So I guess it is only for old school, and I have no idea what sailing is, but it obviously has to do with like boats and stuff. So that does sound pretty fucking dope. That's just another reason why I should, start playing Classic as well, or old school RuneScape. And then with WoW, I started during Wrath launch, and with DK, they would instantly level you to 60. I remember that, and mostly button mash. Didn't really have rotation or skills. Dude, I was the same. I mean, when I played, I started as a warrior, and it took me a long time to even get kind of good, and I wouldn't even say I was ever really good, but I thought I was probably. But I still got a lot of old legendary stuff, and I still got, what was it? I still was able to kill Wrath Lich King. See, I never did heroic, so I know I wasn't that good, that's for sure. I was still pretty ass as far as that goes. Damn it. Well, that was some bullshit. That was a waste. Or was it? I don't even know what just happened there. That was stupid. Whack. And so, but I started at the end of Wrath, or in middle, so, obviously, like, world first and all that crazy stuff had already been done. People were already doing heroic, and I never ended up doing any heroics on Wrath. And I agree even with that. I think, I am going to do one more dungeon and then watch, I think I'm going to call it. But I will say, the one good thing about Midnight that's coming out is they are going to be simplifying everything. So it is going to be, more easier to get a handle of simple rotations, and you're not going to have to be going as crazy when it comes to having so many damn buttons. But, man, Wrath of the Lich King, maybe it's just because that's when, I, started, but that shit was definitely peak. Like, such a good time. Alright, here we go. Alright, we'll do Wormheart. Let's do it. Ain't gonna get much from this, but at least I'll have a dungeon score. At least I'll have a dungeon score. But yeah, I even feel it. Like, when I got back to this, because so much has changed, like, even then, it was easier during Wrath of the Lich King than it is now. And so, now it's, like, super complicated, and they've added so much shit. And so, man, when I started playing again, I was like, I definitely picked a hard character, to say the least. Like I said, freaking Warlock is fun. Not an easy character to start with, but I never tried, and again, when you start playing the game just to play it, it's not important about picking the best character, it's just a matter of trying something and having fun with it. For sure, but The more that I play, that's why I'm playing a hunter on here. The more that I play, the more I really like hunters, how they play, how all that rocks. And I am definitely able to do the hunter rotation a lot better as well. You know, because you're able to move, I think. So I really like mobile. That's the thing that you have to like kind of decide, because obviously people can play all classes good, obviously, or they would like probably get rid of some classes. But definitely was a different feel playing a caster versus being a warrior, and then even playing a caster that is like, you know, a hunter is considered a caster, even though it's bow and arrow, but being a caster that is like pretty stuck in spots when you're casting, especially when I started raiding, dude, very tough. Very tough. Here we go. We on the grizzly bear. Let's go. Ugh. Pay attention, Logan. I'm not paying attention at all, dude. Just fucking around. I have to get a controller, James, but I have downloaded Skate as well. I definitely want to play Skate eventually. So that'll be really fucking dope. But I got to get a controller and then connect it, figure out how to connect it to my computer and shit. Which shouldn't be too hard. But I've definitely always loved playing games like that as well. Yeah. Oh, come on!
This looks fun.
What? To be 7 feet tall. Oh, what? Dude, I like riding this bear. This bear's pretty dope. Bear Man Logan. Come on, I'm getting close. Get me a top DPS, man. I'm getting close. Which way are we going? We have to go this way. This way.
This looks fun.
Let's go! Fuck him up! That's crazy. Yeah. You don't have to jump to dunk when you're 7 feet 5, because what's that mean? If you're arm length? Not even have to, because your arm length. Oh, I mean, yeah, he did, because he did. But yeah, your arm length is the height of your body, which means basically that. So that means his arms are 3.5 feet, or the middle of your torso counts too. So then his arms are like 2 feet long, 3 feet long, 2.5. Oh, whoa! We're in some Lord of the Rings type shit. Whoa! You missed that. We had to literally jump these pillars. That was crazy. And I was the only one that didn't die once. Look at this. They just keep dying. So, there. Boom. Boom. Yay! All right. And then, so whenever that let's see where they're at. Here they go. Let's see. Boom. 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 Hey, you made it. Woo! Dude, that was cool. That's something I've never seen. Like, WoW doesn't have something like that. That was definitely new. This is the first time doing this dungeon, for sure. That's definitely something new. That was very cool. Ugh. That was pretty fucking cool. Later's in tonight or later's in this weekend? Because tomorrow we are putting up Christmas lights. So that'll be fun. Time to start the Christmas season. 'Tis the season. It is here. But as far as later tonight, we're gonna watch after this dungeon. I think we're gonna watch fucking Eagle Eye. It's been out for a long time. Has Shia LaBeouf and this other girl in it. We watched like half of it. Man, long time ago, probably like 2-3 months ago, and just forgot to finish it. And so we're just gonna start it over. Definitely a pretty good movie though. Definitely a good movie. It's nice, even this morning, like, I mean, I had to get up pretty early just because I was doing, I went to have a nice meeting with a new friend. We talked about a lot of interesting stuff, learning more about the Bible and learning more about all that. So, definitely on my way. But it was just very interesting seeing his perspective of, like, he went to this retreat type of deal. And it was just cool hanging out, talking with him and shit. He ended up covering my breakfast. I was like, damn, man, you didn't have to do that. Had some good ass breakfast though. That shit was fire. What? So I tried to stay on the little healthy side, even though I, didn't really. But I got 4 eggs. Let's see, what did I get? 4 eggs, bacon, bread and potatoes. So. Not too bad, not too bad.
Be burdened by frost. Be gone.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm dead. Oh shit! No, no! Oh! Oh my goodness! This is fucking a tough one, dude. Holy crap.
Twilight shrouds me.
Stone anchors me, and wind
What
delivers
the
my
fuck?
wrath.
Where is 8?
Be gone. Be burned.
This is a hard one. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Fuck me. Dumbass, dude. God dang. Well, that was good. I died. Don't know if everybody else is alive. Everybody else looks alive. Nope, dead. This one was a tough one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely open to talking about whatever, whenever. 100%, my man. I'm just a man on my journey. 100%. I don't know much, but I'm open to learning. Whew. That was intense. And someone left the group for no reason. I just gotta pay more attention on this one. This one is definitely tough. It's not all about just DPS on this one. What, no one else come? What the heck?
Be burdened by frost.
Damn it! Fuck!
Dance, mortals. Is that all?
Where the heck did those things come from? Man, we just getting cooked over here, dude. This is one of those dungeons where I definitely have to pay more attention to the moves, for sure. Alright. We got this time, gang. We got this. Someone left the group, someone new joined. Let's go. We ready.
Blessed to witness her ascension, but your intrusion cannot go unpunished. The cosmos gazes upon you.
I just gotta remember to press the right things in the right time.
Be burdened by frost. Be gone.
Ooh, holy shit. Damn, that's fucked. Oh, dang it.
Be gone. Be burdened by frost. Dance, mortals.
Are we dying? Or are we gonna all die again? Yeah.
Is that all?
Said a bud from Twitch that started streaming. He was getting big, had 1K subs, lots of loyal. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to stay over this group. Had lots of loyal people just up and quit, started his path with God and decided streaming, and anyone who didn't believe how he did, he just wrote us off. Yeah. One, streaming is freaking dope. I definitely think streaming, especially if you had 1K subs, obviously, you know, don't push anything on people, but also at the same time, you can still speak what you believe. And so that alone, he could have used that platform to his advantage. I definitely wouldn't quit for that or for something like that either. That's wild. And then, yeah, same thing is like freaking, you know, everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own path. So, you know, you can't, I mean, you just, something that I actually read, I haven't posted it yet, but it's day 13 of 100 Days of Strength for Men, and on the left side, every once in a while, either on the left or right side, like every few pages, you'll have like an extra verse or like an extra saying or something. And basically this saying was, you know, it fit perfectly for me because it was about conveying a message with experience in your life, with life experiences that you've experienced, compared to just telling people like how you should believe or how, you know, you do this or you're wrong type stuff, like my way or the highway. And I've had a big issue in my life with trying to control everything, and so control is something that I'm working on. To just being able to let go and just, you know, live life and let people live their own life. Fuck, 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 dude, I got close, but hopefully we're gonna get it. Super close.
This changes nothing.
And so yeah, it's like you just gotta let people. Like, I mean, it took me 30 years, you know, to finally get on this path. And I'm only 28, or not 28. I'm only 26 days into being sober, but only like 3 weeks, I guess, as of today, into my path of finding Jesus and finding God. And, you know, I definitely don't know it all. And I never will know it all because nobody knows it all. That's for sure. And then I feel that too. And I feel like that's even more of a reason for people to like that, to be more understanding or be more willing to like any, like, even I've never even read the full Bible. I just started, but man, in the Bible there are so many people that like there's this one guy, I think his name was Saul or something. I don't, you know, I'm probably butchering this, but there's been so many people that were like evil in the Bible and then become somebody of a follower or whatever, you know. So like one guy was like he was a person that literally killed Christians and was like literally like a gang member basically back in the day, and then completely converted into the opposite, and he's in the Bible. So I don't know, that's wild for sure, because yeah, it's like there's people that have walked the right path the whole way in the Bible, and then there's people that have definitely not walked the right path in the Bible and then end up figuring out the right way. And so I definitely have had my fair share of crazy stories, crazy bad stuff and crazy good stuff, but it's just about evolving. That's all we can do as freaking people, is grow and try to become better. And it does not happen overnight. That is freaking for sure. Nothing happens overnight. Everything is a battle and a journey on becoming our best selves. 100%. I don't even know what's changing on that. Yeah, I don't even know if that even matters. And that as well, yeah. And I appreciate you more than you realize, my man, for sure. Like I said, I'm just super grateful to build the relationships early and not what's it called? Not be care. There's people that stream, and you know, obviously making money is a part of it. That'd be dope one day. Like I've said many times, to be able to do this full time and be able to just stream. But obviously, that doesn't happen overnight, and there's some people that just do everything, and I've done other things for sure with only money in mind, and it never works out. And so this time around, I'm happy that my mind and goals have changed along the way, and that I'm realizing more about just adding value, and it's all about relationships and adding value and being a good person and not caring about the like I said, with control, you know, not trying to control the outcome of when or what or how it's going to happen, and just being along for the journey and enjoying the journey more rather than worrying about the destination. And I have definitely in my past focused too much on the destination, and that obviously never got me anywhere because I didn't enjoy the fucking journey, or I self-sabotaged myself when things were going good. For whatever reason, I just ruined any progress I had for literally absolutely no reason, from ego or for whatever. And because I was never focused on the right things. Let's see. And heck yeah, man, I love that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm here for too, is the vibes, man. Like I said, good times, good vibes, and just enjoying the journey, man. Like it's just dope to hop on stream and I mean, dude, when I first obviously started streaming, I streamed to nobody, so it was like, I would literally get nothing but bots, and um, nothing but bots or people that would hop in for literally like 2 seconds, or they'd still be bots, I guess, but they were like, I don't even know if they're bots or not, but they're just fake people, I guess. The people that like want you to check out their artwork and stuff, I guess those are bots. I'm not sure. Um, they sure seem like bots because they all say the same shit. So I guess they would be bots, being like, "Hey, how you doing? You want to check out my artwork?" It was pretty. I guess they were bots, So yeah, it was like,
They just knew what to say.
yeah, yeah, it was just like copy and paste shit. I'm like, and then it got to the point where I started to realize that I'm like, okay, you're gonna ask me if I want to check out your artwork, aren't you? And then people would just like not respond anymore after that. It's like, yep, knew that was the fucking case. 100% scam artist. 100%. It's like 100%. Who goes into another person's stream and expects them to like buy shit from them? It's like, I don't, what? It's like, why would I want to check out your artwork? I'm trying to play a game. Like, I would expect you to want to watch me play the game, not me check out your artwork. And so that's instantly like a big turnoff. It's no different than the people that like DM you on Instagram if you're in some type of business and they're like, "Hey, how's Amazon doing?" Or "How's, junk removal?" Or "How's this?" And then, they're like, "Dope, cool, blah, blah, blah." And then before you know it, they're like, "Well, I run this marketing agency," or "I freaking have this course," or whatever the fuck. And then they're instantly trying to sell you on some bullshit. And it's like, bro, so ingenuine to where I would just instantly just like tell those people to fuck off, because it's like, no. I never reached out to you. I don't know you. I'm not gonna buy none of your crap that you're trying to sell me on. So crazy. Yeah, 100%. So like that's where it was like totally a weird thing too. 100%. And 100% with that. And real quick too, with the ads and stuff on stream, I know 100%. Yeah, but I am working on it. One of these days you're gonna hop in the stream, and all the bots and a lot of the shit will be there, and you'll be like, he got it. It'll be there. And yeah, I just view some of these other top streamers, not the ones that are like, I guess, like in real life streamer famous. A lot of those also seem super ingenuine and fake, except maybe a few, but there's very few. But when you look at like streamers like Peo and Zaryu, and then there's a guy named Amphi. They're like in it purely for the game. Like they play the game, and because of that, they've built really strong and big communities. And even Asmongold. I mean, Asmongold, whether people agree with him or not, he definitely can be a dirty guy, I guess, like living kind of dirty. But at least he's real and authentic, and people really like Asmongold. He's not, in my opinion, a fake. Like he's one of the big streamers that is a real guy, even though again he has some videos where like a cockroach lands on him, and it's like, what the heck? Who be living like that? But to each his own, I definitely ain't fucking with that part, but still to the point, there are some really solid top streamers, and those are the people that inspire me to just like keep going and be authentic and be real, because that's how, it happened for them. Then that guy Moist Critical or whatever, yeah, he seems super genuine and shit. And 100%. Or Yeah, and then even the Discord where you can do like the explanation Discord or whatever and have that shit pop up. And yeah, dude, I was watching a video on Asman and he was literally talking about they were like, how much do you need to live? And he was like, I could live off like $12,000 a year. And yeah, he's literally making like he makes like $12,000 a stream probably or like a YouTube video. Like he can literally post a video. I've seen him post videos on YouTube and within 6 to 8 hours they have millions of views. And not all of them do that, but literally within 6 to 8 hours I've seen some of them have a million plus views, and I'm like, that is absolutely insane. And he doesn't do thumbnails anymore. Like he literally and some of the titles will be like 5 words. It'll be like I can't believe this happened, or there's no way this guy's like this guy is canceled, or just random stuff, and almost does like no thumbnails or like poorly edited thumbnails, whatever, and just has a crazy following. It's pretty insane. Absolutely insane. And same thing with that too. I don't think I'm a big follower of any streamers as far as just because I stream. So I don't when I'm on Twitch, I am playing most of the time. Very rarely have I ever sat and watched a stream unless when it was the unless it was like during the Race to World First, right when I started playing WoW again, when like Team Liquid and Maximum were streaming, and Maximum is another good one. Super genuine guy. If you ever watch him or have followed him, he's the guild leader and guild master of Team Liquid, which is the best guild in the world for WoW. Super genuine guy as well, has a huge following on Twitch and YouTube, and only posts on those, only has literally like 2,000 followers on Instagram. So like it just goes to show if you focus on what matters, and he's obviously focused on his guild, which is now a business. That makes a lot of money because he has to pay all of the people that play. They have salaries to literally play WoW, which is also next level. Which would ultimately be would be a really cool goal, to be actually one of the top players in the world and get paid, not by even streaming, but literally get paid by a team because you're one of the best in the world to play, which would be crazy. That would just be nuts. And also same, money is an amplifier of who you are before you have money. So if you're an asshole and you're greedy, then you're just going to be greedy with more money, and that will never turn out good. And if you're someone that's a giver, you're kind, you care about others, and I've always wanted to be someone that is able to give back. Like I would love to be the type of person that can make the content one day where like I literally go out and like give a homeless person like $10,000, or not even give it to them, but like freaking like get them a home or like an apartment or something, like set them up. I've always wanted to do cool shit like that. Or if you like follow Jimmy Darts, like he'll like literally give cars away to random people and just do the craziest stuff. And it's just super genuine and super dope, where he'll find people and give them like $500, $100, whatever. And then, and he starts it by like going up to them, asking them for money to see if they're a giving person. And then then they give him like $5 or $10 or whatever, and then he ends up being like, you keep that, and then gives him like $1,000. That would be really freaking dope to do. And so money is definitely an amplifier of who you want to be, or who you already are. And I know that, again, I've said it, that's why I'm not famous yet, because I was definitely wanting it for the wrong reasons. Not necessarily because I wouldn't give back, but just because I only cared about I cared more about the destination of like, it'll be so nice when I have the nice stuff, instead of just enjoying the journey. And now I'm more focused on that, just enjoying the journey and living it day by day, seeing what happens, and knowing that one day I will definitely be, paying it forward. It would be freaking amazing to be able to pay it forward like that. Even today, definitely not something I'm like I'm not gonna make videos about it or anything, but freaking I think a few weeks ago I talked about I saw this homeless guy and he was a veteran and I went and talked to him. And I ended up buying him McDonald's and stuff. And then I had said, I don't know if I said it on stream, but I felt the urge that like if he was still out there when I got out of the gym, I wanted to give him $100. Well, he wasn't there when I left the gym. Long behold, 2 weeks later or something, I go to the gym this morning. There he is. His name's Ray. And so there he was. And so I drove right past him, did a loop, went to the bank right up the street, got $100 out, and freaking what I didn't tell Corey today either. So I got out, walked up to him. I was like, Ray? He was like, yeah. I was like, you remember me? And he did. And I was like, hey man, I just wanted to bless you and give you this. And so I gave him $100. And I'm, Amazon is not doing well right now. I'm definitely worried, kinda. I'm trying not to worry. Again, trust in God. I'm trying to trust the journey. If Amazon don't get bumping in a few months, things might not be looking too well. but so I probably shouldn't be doing that. But because it's just money, it's just paper. I'm like, dude, I told myself I would have done it 2 weeks ago, so I'm gonna do it today. And so I went up to him, talked to him for a few, gave him $100, and I did the first time I've ever done this in my life, right? I literally asked if I could pray for him. And it was the first time I've ever prayed for anybody, ever. It was weird and wild, and I was kind of stuttering because I've never even prayed out loud in front of somebody. And I prayed for him out loud, to him, with him. It was pretty wild. Something was calling me in my soul to do it, and I did it. It must have been. It was wild. And, it was a cool experience. I do want to be someone that gives back and pays it forward. So, it definitely, I was even like, wondering on the way after I got the $100 out the bank, I was like having that feeling of like, you should pray for him. I was like hearing that voice in me, and I was like, I don't know, man, I've never done that before. And I was like almost trying to like rehearse it in my mind, like, but long behold, I just nutted up, pulled up my britches, and I asked him, I was like, can I pray for you, man? And he let me, and I said whatever came to mind, and whether it sounded, weird or made sense, I did it. So it was definitely a cool experience, and that was after a crazy experience yesterday, and then that was after and then that was after what's it called? The good meetup this morning as well. So, pretty cool. Pretty fun times, man. 100%. And it is 1:45. I am going to hop off here. I got your last message. You can always message me, no problem, and it sounds good. Excited to see what you message. And I will probably read it tomorrow, though, just so you know. Because it is getting not late, but gonna go ahead and chill for the night. Ended up being an hour 45-minute stream. I felt like I was literally just sitting here jumping back and forth talking for the past 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Just literally trying to jump over bricks as my character. But yeah, always feel free, 100%. And I will also view the I have it up, but I haven't watched it yet. I'll also watch the view in the of your rocket launch where you were at in the Discord as well. And then, my man, I will talk to you tomorrow. Hope you have a great night, and here's to a great weekend, and it'll be a good time, man. It'll be a good weekend. So God bless everybody vibing. If God is King is still in here, and everybody have a freaking W night. We will see you soon. And yeah, same thing. Hopefully you get some nice rest tonight as well. But because I know you've been working hard and you deserve it, my man. So God bless James. God bless Corey. Everybody else in here. if I can see. I guess I need to pull up Twitch stream or something to be able to see. But yeah, everybody, love y'all. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow for the stream. Have a great night. Later.